Dobar dan, dobar dan. Pozdrav ljudi, pozdrav svima, dobrodošli. Dobrodošli u nastavak Death Stranding 2. Vamos a la playa. Lagano nastavljamo dalje. Ovdje piše 9. chapter. Pičimo dalje priču. Nešto kasnije ću da uključim i facecam. Malo sunce samo da ovdje popusti, što bi rekli. Jer ovako mora sve živo da zamračim, a to smaram. Kako ga izbacio, brate, ono. Ispalio ga koji stopa, jevo. Ovaj low time je sekund, ono. Šta nam je činiti, beše, ovdje uzimamo sljedeću misiju. A pre toga, samo da vidimo... Juče na kraju streama smo roknuli onog tentacle bossa. Pa da vidim šta je posle njega ostalo. Assault rifles. Nisam uspio još da sa ovom granatom capturujem nekog od onih monstera da radi za mene. To jest da ga posle samonujem, jel? Znači poenta je da ga s tim sranjem, kad ga oslobimo, da mu roknemo to u facu i kad eksplodira ostane neki beli kristal iza njega. I taj beli kristal je u stvari njega bacimo onda kad imamo tako neki ozbiljniji boss fight sa tim fantomima i on samonuje fantoma koji se bori za nas. Baš kao i u Dark Soulsu. Kako sam zadovoljan igrom do sad. Sve je na mestu, ono što sam i očekivao, bukvalno kao kec, samo malo onako dinamičnija, i tako mogu da kažem. Ali ima svašta nešto, samo su praktično preselili priču na australijski kontinent. Command boots equipped. Ovo je sve sam rover pokupio, ove zajebancije usput. I onda to sve traži ljudi širom kontinenta ovdje. Onda kad naletimo na neko ko traži, to mi je kao dodatni side quest da završim. A izgleda da ne zauzima mnogo mesta, tako da stoji sve tu bez veze. Blood bag. Možda ove blood bagove, čekaj da vidim. Blood bagovi. To ćemo tu. PCC ćemo isto. Da iskraftujemo još jedan. Taj alat je dobar, juče ste vidjeli u presudnom trenutku da sam iskraftovao most tamo. Baš me interesuje da li je ostao. To moram provjerim na mapi sad. Ali je dobro ispalo, samo što smo morali da se iscimamo za onaj metal koji je sirovina za izgradnju tog sranja. Ovo imam. Oružje, da vidimo šta kaže. Oružje. Definitivno jedan snajper bi dobro došao. Grenade launchere smo juče sve istrošili na ove nesrećnike. Tark ja nikad nisam koristio te tarete, to mi je ono... Ne znam u kom trenutku će da mi otvori ili bi ja to trebao da uradim na side questu nekom da mi otvori viši tir oružja. Level 2 ono. Zaboravio sam da aktiviram misiju. Recover all stranded cargo. Čekaj da vidimo. Aha. Samo da vidim kako ćemo se popnemo tu. Pošto bojim se da je ovo suviše veliki uspon i da ovdje neće da izvuče vozilo. Da. Plus ovdje imamo pojas ceo sa fantomima, ovaj crni. Pa, mislim da ćemo završiti igru u sljedećem streamu, bukvalno. Ne danas, nego u narednom streamu, a naredni stream ili sutra, to jest ostavit ću za nedelju, ono, ja ne žurim nigdje zaista. Zato što sutra je jutarnja kafa, ono, prepodne, a popodne, ono, stvarno osjećam neku prosto, ono, ljudsku i građansku potrebu da odem u 6 sati na protest, ono, ovaj veliki. Ko je ovo pametnjaković napravio most ovdje, šta je ovo? Da vidimo. Ako je tu... Mislim da ćemo morati... Da vidite, oni su napravili... Tačno su stavili ovdje ovu crnu površinu gdje može da se prođe. Da. Što bi rekli, moraš u fantome, ono. Zapravo, da. Može se i ovdje. Može se ovuda. Znači sad otprilike ovako nekako.
Sam! Hey, my name's Sam too.
Možda će sad avalanche. Eto ga jedan kargo. Eto ga drugi.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Thank you, Captain.
Sad, samo da vidimo. Kuda je najlakše doći preko ovog sranja ovdje, vjerovatno. What the actual fuck je it? Pazi ti njih jebot. Gdje si Maki, poz... Fuck it, man! Ajde, ne mrsi muda.
Oh boy, that must hurt.
Ne na vozilo. Samo da vidim posle celog ovog cirkusa da li je za misiju ostalo ono sve u vozilu što treba da bude, ono. Jest, evo ga, Stranded Cargo, 3 komada, to je to.
Yeah!
60 FPS za vas, za mene 120 ovdje. Igram na performance modu, jebi ga. Od trećeg streama. Da postavimo ovdje jedan punjač na ivici samoj zone za sve nesrećnike kojima možda dovde nestane goriva u vozilu, a imaju isto ovu misiju. A vidite, čim izađe ovdje, čim pređu liniju, odmah mogu se napuniti. Šta oružje na vozilu automatski radi oružje. A kad te napadnu ovi veliki, onda ne možeš ništa ono sa vozilom. A kad su ovi mali, njih šuriš ono, to jest sam puca na njih ono. To dužilo se ovo. Ja sve kao mislim tu je blizu, a u stvari ima da se piči. Iza ove velike baze je to čudo.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope.
Eto nas.
Risking your life to cross snowy mountains is a lot to ask of anyone. And rubbing shoulders with BTs to recover someone else's stuff, that's going above and beyond. You're one hell of a guy, seriously. Sit tight. I'll confirm the contents of your cargo right away. Marvelous condition, I gotta say. Thank you. Good job finding this. Honestly, I'd already written it off as lost.
Dobro.
There's no denying. I'd like you to put this shelter on the chiral network.
Odmah dođi. Chiral shock cannon, weapon that fires chiral particles at special wavelength, consume chiral crystals, dobro. Extremely noisy, chiral particle can penetrate walls to knock human targets unconscious, inflict significant damage to BTs and mechs. The cannon's powerful recoil means it must be fixed in place before firing. Aha, evo, ovaj taret je već ozbiljnija priča.
Finally online. Accordingly, I was able to analyze the cargo you just dropped off. Seems it was developed with the aid of an unknown technology, which I've taken to calling ghost tech. From what I can tell, it reacts to chiral radiation on a specific wavelength. The reason I mention it is because the chiral shock cannon data I shared with you is the product of research that leverages this principle. The chiral radiation it generates can pass through objects without destroying them. Practically speaking, this means you can incapacitate enemies hiding behind walls. It should also deal damage to BTs, and you can't use it without anchoring it to the ground first, though. Makes a lot of noise, too. Gotta think before you fire. You know, even I've heard stories about Higgs and his plans. So if the chiral shock cannon helps you stop him, that'll make my day. And if you can deliver my research data to South Fort Knott, you should be able to get some new and improved tech to help you out. There's a lot of other folks on this mountain doing specialized research. If you bring them onto the chiral network too, I'm sure they'll hook you up with all kinds of goodies. Thanks again, you've been a big help. I'm still concerned about the armed survivalists to the south of here, not to mention Higgs and his future plan. So I'll be rooting for you to keep on doing what you can to make things better for us all. I don't know if I can come up with anything else to help with that, but I'm willing to give it a try. Your support would be appreciated too. Anyway, I'm prepping some cargo I'd like taken. Be warned, so good luck with everything.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knot and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
Order completed. Well done.
Dakle, da vidimo. Da, ovdje bi mogli da napravimo odmah jedan primjerak ovog novog čuda. Evo ga. Daćete mi jedan komad. Gde si, Korvus, poz? Dakle, ovo ide odatle. Aha. Dobro.
Unable to obtain additional data from the DHV Magellan. Updating information with data from within chiral network coverage only.
Cargo that is marked hazardous will explode if takes significant amount of damage in a single blow. It will also explode if the cumulative amount of damage taken research a certain point. Be sure to handle with care and try to ensure a smooth journey. Da, lako je reći ono, ali kad krene lavina, što imamo ovdje viška? Biće facecam za jedno sat vremena, samo sunce da malo popusti. Ovdje ono vrišti svetlost i onda gori sve ono, slika kad se uključi. Dobro. to je znači ovde. Možemo da pičimo... Samo da vidim. Da li da odemo do broda prvo da popravim? Ovo beše juče ostalo. Ovo je ladno juče ostalo od boss fighta, evo. Nevjerovatno da igra pamti uopšte te stvari. To sam hteo da popravim vozilo. I sada ovde treba da se spustimo.
It's hard to
Dobro.
Hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion. At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition.
Ciao, Devastator. Pause.
Now, this is great. One of the finest looking deliveries I've received. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough, thanks to you. Go ahead and connect your Cupid.
What? Spike tires for slopes. Well. To mi kaži, druže.
Now displaying your current port grade.
On the network at last, eh? I've been waiting for this moment for so very... This should enable me to increase the pace of my research into new defensive solutions. As for the cargo you brought me, it's the culmination of the Phantom Smith's recent efforts. I applied a few finishing touches, and voila! I can now share with you the data for a chiral cannon. It is a devastatingly powerful weapon that can be mounted onto pickup off-roaders. You'll find it deals unparalleled damage to BTs as well as ghost mechs. Which might come in handy, since it's not just armed survivalists that have been sighted recently. It's hard to say, but Higgs might be up to something. So that's all the more reason to have weapons suited to dealing with his minions. Ideally, this cannon would only be effective against BTs and mechs. Unfortunately, though, such firepower is more than enough to kill any human outright, so please use it wisely. In addition, I'm happy to share some new pickup off-roader tires that will significantly improve its traction. You can swap them in and out as you like when customizing your vehicles. I highly recommend using these if you're planning to tackle a snow-covered mountain. Thank you again for your help. I'll be sure to continue my research into ghost technology in the days ahead. I intend to look into ways of ensuring we have greater freedom of movement with our vehicles, even in dangerous areas. Any assistance you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Oh, before you go, I have a parting gift for you. A gift I was instructed to give you by my mentor. This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry. Per Tarman's request, I believe. I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, though. In the meantime, please avail yourself of the private room here. I'll be sure to post the order by the time you wake up.
Sam, it's me. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate formation in the near future as well. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your comrades will finish what we've started, and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patron's fund. In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian organization. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia into the chiral network could be misconstrued as an expansionist effort. When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non-government operation. But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have all been deceived. I will continue to pursue this investigation for now. Take this time to rest and recover in your private room.
Ništa mu ne verujem. Znači imamo Canon upgrades, imamo
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only one. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel. And they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Znači tek sad treba taj upgrade za brod. Ja sam mislio da sam već dobio nešto, ali sad ćemo da vidimo zapravo. Sad ćemo da vidimo. Šta imamo ovdje? Proximity scanner nije. MP firing rate, improve the rate of fire weapon that use MP bullets. Da, to sam htio. More damage per second. Coffin board ništa. Ništa. Dobro. Znači, to su flashevi njegovi i to mu je bila žena, očigledno, ono, sa kojom je trebao da ima dete, ono. Ako se ne varam. What the fuck? Kakav offline mod, šta priča? Offline mod? What the fuck? Samo da vidim. Ne radi normalno sve, jebate, ne znam što se istripao. Sad je valjda online. Jeste.
Hello, Sam. Feeling rested and refreshed? I finished preparing your next delivery for you. The equipment to enhance the DHV Magellan's weaponry.
Aha, to je to.
You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology, the fruits of our recent research. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a hearty good day to Tarman. Anyway, take on the main order and pick up the cargo.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts. Just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant transactions as well. This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to the UCA. Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work of APAC. If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. Further
Potpuno suvišan lik u igri. Potpuno. I cela njegova diskusija. Da vidimo. Ovo treba vratiti gore. To. Fabricate. Pazi sad ovako. Reče čiča. Točkove smo dobili. I neki Canon. Ovo je Canon smo odradili. To nije to. Točkovi. A da, to je sve vezano za vozilo. Znači garaža. Cap. To je to. Heavy machine gun, ne. Evo ga. Dobro. To smo namestili. Šta dalje imamo još? Što sam hteo više? Čekaj, da vidimo što kaže oprema. Šta ti je, buraz?
Order accepted. Thank you.
Ne znam što stalno gubi konekciju. Nije mi jasno. Možda Sonyjev server se raspada na nešto. Samo sekundu. Pazi ti to, kad ne diraš ništa, kad odu u idle mod. Dobar fora. Crazy.
I'm counting on your aid.
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Corbridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified, and now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie, and she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place then.
Da vidimo kuda ćemo? Može ovde gore direkt, dobro. Gde si, Srđane, poz? Outlet miševi, sajt, outlet miševi, koji tačno, šta beše? Možda mi daš više detalja. Jel sam poklanjao to na giveaway-u te miševe ili šta? Ima kod nas onaj Rockers, ako na njih misliš. Oni prodaju one Hator miševe. Znači to su budget miševi koji su solidni kod nas ovde. Ili sa Alija uzimaš ono... jedan od onih brendova koji su budget. Samo mora mi kažeš koji je ga. Pošto ono, ima 15 recenzija. Opa. We are not welcome in here. Pazi Canon.
There's a BT nearby.
Ne znam da li ovo sranje automatski treba da puca na njega ili ja treba da rokam ovaj novi top. Šta znači outlet već korišćeno polovno? Ne, netačno. Netačno. Outlet je ono komercijalno prodaja po jeftinijoj ceni samo online ili iz magazina, znači negde gde troškovi prodaje su manji. nije skup lokal u gradu, nema 500 radnika i tako dalje, prosto to ti outlet ono. A korišćena roba je ono second hand ili refurbished ili tako nešto. Max Gaming site, oni su skupi dosta, zavisi koji miš hoćeš. Da, najbolje da kažeš koji miš hoćeš pa da vidimo gde može najbolje da se nađe. Oni kad ti pošalju, oni iz Nemačke mislim da šalju ono poštarina, ne mogu da stavljaju manju vrednost na paket oni, ako se ne varam. Steel Series, to, ćao, mrtav brand, oni su digli ruke od samih sebe, tako da to ti ono, samo sekund. Dakle. To su delovi da se nabuđi brod.
Welcome back, Sam. Just give me a moment to check your cargo. Truth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use and look into making improvements to the other armaments as well. It won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Fragile and the others should be back soon too. Anyway, I'd better hurry up and see to the remaining repairs. Thanks again, Sam.
Sam, your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.
Brat i sestra, njih hoće. Tailova, nešto ova tail, tako. Kako se zove, beše ta igra, sad malo ekspita, ono što smo igrali s onim malim mišem. Nešto of a tail. Ili tail of a nešto. onaj lik što je radio u Pixaru pa je sam napravio tu igru i sve čekam neke vesti za drugi deo pošto odavno je već aktualno da će biti 2. Međutim ništa, ono, i dalje tišina, što bi rekli. Samo da im šta imamo ovde. Ovde ima previše stvari sad. Shotgunovi, machine gunovi, chiral shock cannon. Aha, to mi je u šteku. Materijali silni. Otko to je, jebate? Attach to suit grenade launcher, da. Čijem oružija ko Rambo, ono. Što kaže Edi, koristi Logitech miš. Nova serija X promašaj. Nema pola funkcija. Pa ne znam, sad zavisi, oni imaju namenske ono miševe, imaš one što imaju na palcu sa strane 9 dugmića, imaš ove klasične, ove krompire super light, keci 2, imaš zavisi, imaš one što imaju ispod palca levo, bočno dole, onaj kao support tray, onaj mali i svašta imaju, nemam pojma, ali toliko drugih brendova kvalitetnijih sada ima za manje para da mislim da prosto ono, ljudi ne treba da kreću od Razora i Logitecha kao da gledaju miševe, jer to je ono kao već. Šta bi? Znači, ovo je sada finalna celina velika što se tiče mape i svega. What the fuck? Jebut. Rekao šta sad?
Did you sleep well, Sam? Repairs to the DHV Magellan are now complete. We're ready for you to chart our next course. The main cannon is being fitted as well, but it'll take a while for it to be calibrated. I'll let you know when it's ready for you. Anyway, the new and improved DHV Magellan is now at your service. Finish off anything you need to do out there, then prepare to continue expanding the chiral network. We're counting on you, Sam.
Destroy all chiral jammers. Eliminate threat. Ovo su neki...
Sam,
This is Charlie. Your next order requires that you accomplish 2 specific objectives. First of all, you are to proceed to the armed survivalist base and destroy all the chiral jammers you find there. So long as even a single one remains active, you will be unable to use your Cupid to link up the next facility. It is therefore essential that you remove this impediment before proceeding any further. Our latest reports indicate that there are hostiles on site who are equipped with electromagnetic shields. This would give them a significant defensive advantage, so engaging them head-on in a firefight may lead to a prolonged and difficult struggle. If you intend to go on the offensive, consider the properties of your weapons carefully before deciding which ones to bring with you. After you have destroyed all the chiral jammers at the enemy's base, head directly to the Southern Environmental Observatory. A contingent of ghost mechs has been sighted dangerously close to the facility. We need to bring it onto the chiral network before these mechs can get into position and prevent us from doing so. Once you've extended network coverage, the DHV Magellan can move there to provide support. There's no time to waste, Sam.
Biće veselo, znači Electromagnetic Shield imaju ovi, jel? Maksimizovali smo bateriju na vozilu. To nam je sada... sad ćemo da vidimo kako ćemo ovu bazu ovih pobunjenika da razgovnamo. Obzirom... čekaj da vidimo ovdje. Da li ima nešto bliže možda? Destroy chiral jammers. Aha, to je ovdje. Znači njih ćemo prve da posetimo, jel? Teška priča, gledam. Mislim da on ne može da izvuče ovdje. Suviše strmo. Mada imamo nove gume. To sam zaboravio. Stavili smo one gume. Da. On sad ide kako hoćeš.
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
Kako sam mu skinuo šlemić.
nemoj. Ste vidjeli vi ovo, drugari? Dođite, dođite, pa ja vas čekam.
replacements. But how?
Ovo su samo hologrami. Hopefully. Gde je drugi? Gde je to drugo đubre? Zar nije ovdje negdje trebalo da bude? Evo. A evo ga ispod ovdje, jebem ti. To u stvari proleti se samo vozilom i ćao ono. Samo da vidim ovdje što da prebacim. Gledaj ovo. Čekaj sam da upalim ovdje, spustim kameru da uključim. Samo malo. Dakle, ajmo da sljuštimo dole drugi logor. Kamp ovaj. Gde si, Džoksi, pozdrav? Ćao, Mihajlo. Kako se puca iz ovog? Urobio sam im štek. To je ovdje.
Jammers to worry about. Let's head to the Southern Environmental Observatory.
Bukvalno to. Sad da vidimo, znači, kuda da prođem. Tamo najbolje ići dovde zapravo. I dalje ne znam zašto neće automatski da puca ovaj Canon. Ovo je nesrećni kip. Ispritiskao sam sve živo malo pre. Ništa, on se aktivira, ali kao... Ali kulira. Opa... Ali kulira.
Sam, those ghost mechs up ahead haven't noticed we're here. Let's try and keep it that way, shall we?
Hey Sam, it's Tarman. We've almost finished making our adjustments to the DHV Magellan's main cannon. Once you've brought the Southern Environmental Observatory into the chiral network, that region will be within range of our weaponry. So feel free to let us deal with the remaining hostiles over there. Just focus on getting you and your Cupid to the observatory and putting it on the grid ASAP. You can do it.
Šta kaže, beše one... Znači, samo po znacima navoda. Treba stići. Kontrole. Aha. Nema. Remnant je meni super, ali prvi deo, drugi mi se nije toliko dopao. Naprotiv, ono. Kec mi je bio super, ono. Opet ovi. Jebem ti lebac.
How did all these ghost mechs manage to make it this far? The facility is in danger. We need to eliminate them before they attack. Get behind cover!
Jao, meni je na prevozu ono sranje. Taret. Šteta.
Reinforcements. Here they come, Sam.
Što volim kad me proda. Sve što je level 2 uzimam. Daj to ćaći ovamo.
Really, Sam. You're incredible. We should be able to connect the facility to the network now.
Fuck. That's tasty.
Sight, mate. Not sure we'd have survived if you hadn't shown up when you did. Let me check your order info. You fought like hell, mate. Thanks for the help.
Što je sanju BB-eve ove? BT-eve. Novi painkiller, trebalo bi da. Ja sam stari pokušavao da modujem, ali imam ga na Steamu, ali nešto tu nije radilo kako treba. Tako da super što prave novi.
You know, I can't imagine what would have happened to this place if you'd never come along. I really can't. And now we can finally get on the cop. Connection established without issue.
Dačić iz mlađih dana.
That's a relief. Our staff have all been taking shelter underground on account of the emergency situation. But now I think we can relax a little bit. More accurate observations ought to help too. Speaking of which, we've detected abrupt chiral field disruptions in several locations. Indicative of plate gate emergence, I reckon. Keep expanding network coverage and we'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately, though, the tar currents near our facility are still looking awfully rough, so we can't declare our emergency resolved just yet. The DHV Magellan won't be able to join you here either. It's gonna take some work to get to the bottom of this, Matt. I'm afraid I can't. So just know that we're all...
Uh-oh! Your cargo!
You know, truth be told, I don't really care if you and your crew link up the continent or not. Because I'm here just for one reason.
Get up!
And that's to make you suffer. Can't kill a repatriate for good. But boy, you're about to learn. There's far worse things than dying. So, let's kick it off with some pain. everlasting flamethrower here has a little bit of an appetite for Kyrie. So, the moment you come back from the scene all covered in the stuff, flames roar to life, the body starts to burn once more. You will writhe in agony. And then you will die. And you'll return once more. Nothing you can do to get you out. It won't be long before the pain becomes more physical. Of a partner who betrayed you once upon a time thing, I mean. Yeah. That's it. Suffer for me, baby. There ain't no turning gazer for you, Sam. No crossing over to the other side.
Pozdje, jake grickalice, jaka zalijevanja sokom.
Pustili su oružje na brodu. Konačno.
Oops. Catch you later.
Stuck in a loop of death and resurrection. Before his heart is completely incinerated, he returns to us. His body is restored, only to be burned again. Don't! Even if you speed up time, the flames won't die. Come on, Sam, come on! I don't know what to do!
We've extended chiral network coverage all the way to the Southern Environmental Observatory, and it's all thanks to Sam. His injuries have completely healed too. Deadman, by way of Hartman's Ha, said as much after he finished his examination.
Trust me, Fragile. I'm a doctor, and I know Sam's body better than just about anyone. He's doing fine. No need to worry. Thanks to a healthy dose of Rainey's Corfol, he's as good as new. Or right as rain, as you might say. Even for a repatriate, to die and be resurrected so many times in quick succession, I feared the worst. It's a miracle he made it through.
I'm sorry to say that the tar currents near the Southern Environmental Observatory are still unstable. Consequently, we'll need to keep the DHV Magellan here to defend the facility for the time being. All things considered, paving the way to Terminal Fort Knott is a Herculean task, and Sam's going to have to dig deep to see it done.
Don't worry, Sam's up for the challenge.
Thanks to Tarman and Deadman's efforts, his Ha may have made a full recovery, but the same can't be said of his Ka. And this journey was also meant to give Sam's mind an opportunity to heal. Isn't that right, Fragile? Soon, we'll have linked up our final objective. This will mark the end of our travels together. Which means the time to have that conversation with Sam is fast approaching. I believe we should tell him sooner rather than later. But what do you think? Well, perhaps I should broach the subject first. Something wrong?
Lou's not looking right in there.
Here, show me.
What do you think? It's almost like Lou's fading away.
Is that so? And I'd say we're making progress.
I don't understand.
She asked me to help.
What?
Before we set out on our journey together, Fragile, she asked me to help you. To act as your therapist so that you could process the loss of your child. Sam, hear me out. Lou's been gone for a long, long time now.
No. Lou's right here. We just traveled across Australia together. I'll show you.
The pod you brought on this journey has been empty from the start. The truth is, I'm the one who's been operating your Odra deck. And it's because of that connection that I was able to share your flashbacks.
Hey, Sam. Can you take a picture of us?
Do you see? Nothing has changed. The pod has always been empty. We decided not to dispute what you said you saw, but to give you the support you needed instead. In this way, we believed we could help you come to terms with Lou's death.
Wait, what do you mean Lou's death? What are you talking about?
Please understand, Sam. We never meant to string you along.
Fragile was only worried about you.
I couldn't stand to leave you there. Broken. I wanted you to live. To move forward.
So from the beginning, Lou was never there? I've been alone this whole time.
You're wrong. Death can tear us apart. We'll always be connected.
No, we won't. Lou's gone. And that's that.
Trust me, Sam. We will always be with you, no matter what. You will never, ever be alone.
Gdje si, Miski? Poz. Getting ready. Znači...
Rainy. Something wrong tomorrow?
Finalna regija, što bi rekli.
Sam, Tarman here. I want you to take a good look at the DHV Magellan. Her main cannons are operational, and it's all thanks to you. Contact us whenever you require fire support, and we'll be sure to oblige.
Da vidimo. Koja je fora sa levelom oružja i zašto ja ne mogu da craftujem veći level oružja ili... Da, sve piše LV1. Ništa mi nije jasno, jevot. Ali Frank Millera što su uzeli, koja fora, brate mili, zato što je Australija, eto, zato su uzeli njega. Opravka, već. Moguće da su side misije. Vrlo moguće, ono. Kad bi znao tačno koja, otišao bi da odradim, ono. Nego da vidimo mi šta nam je... učiniti?
That's the way. Ne mogu više na mapi da pratim, previše zagušena mapa ovim sranjima, zato sam izbacio sve iz inventara. To su sve neki sitni sajdovi koji realno ono, preživet ćemo bez njih. Nego, treba pregazimo planinu usranu. Samo da vidim kuda ćemo. Šta nam je najlakše ono. Možda ovdje kroz ova sranja. A možda i ne. East Fort Knot. Čekaj, stani. Zašto ovdje nema most? Koji sam ja juče napravio. Eto, to kad bi mogao neko da mi objasni, bilo bi do jaja. Bukvalno sam napravio ovdje juče taj smrdljivi most, ono. A možda mogu ovdje da se spustim? Ne mogu da se teleportujem zato što rekli su da letelica ne može da sada se mrda. Mogu ja sam pomoći onog sranja, ali nemam vozila onda više. A da trčim sad po celoj mapi, ono, nešto, ne mili mi se baš ono. Ovo sranje je dobro iz više razloga, ono.
one day come to accept the reality of your situation. It wasn't just for your sake. Fragile needed you too.
Pa ne znam koliko smo igrali prvi deo. Ako nekog ne mrzi, nek ode da vidi, neka sabere sate. Ja mislim da smo prvi deo više, ono, vremena sabili u keca, ono. Mislim, nisam siguran, ono.
Outside chiral network coverage. If we come across any cargo marked for people living in this region, delivering it might make them more amenable to getting connected. Ovaj cutscene malo pre, ono, useravanje, baš vrtim ga nešto u glavi.
Vidio sam da ljudi različito peglaju ovu igru. Neki trče samo, ne koriste vozila. Neki samo onaj motor furaju. Neki ove skakonice koriste što ih lansira onako da lete kroz vazduh. Neki žičare. A ja konkretno meni lično najviše odgovara ovaj fazon sa vozilom svuda. Znači nabuđiti bateriju.
Come to think of it, Sam, there's a suborder waiting for you at the Eastern Environmental Observatory, right? Just an idea, but you could take care of that while you make your way to Hartman's lab. Anyway, we've got the long road ahead. Let's get a move.
A ne, samo take orders ima. Fuck you, buddy. You and your facility. Da, žičare su u prvom delu bile potpuni spas, ono. Ali tamo je bilo ono... Totalno je bilo... muka, ono, stići od A do B u prvoj polovini igre, recimo. Pazi ovo, vrte, nebo. Ne vidi se ništa ispod. Ali ja sam skonto da je ovo realno nam je najbolja, najbrža putanja. Jer igra nas namerno baca sad, vidite. Znači to je... Mi ćemo sad ovako. Marš. Ovdje bi nekako trebalo proći. Sad ovdje su sve ovi... Stvari nisu jebote demoni. Ili jesu? Nisu. Nisu. Prvi deo oko 50 sati, eto viš. Ovdje nema ni izmaza toliko ono. Ćao Toni, poz. I ovo vrsi. Vrućina je sabila ovih dana, to da. Totales.
By the way, Sam, wasn't there a sub-order posted for you at the... F5 East Distribution Center? Perhaps you should consider picking that up and handling it on your way to Hartman's lab.
Da, igra učitava na Pro konzoli, tu se vidi najviše, tu je kao razlika najveća. Ali mimo toga i dalje sam iz fazona da ne verujem da nisu ubacili Pro mod, to mi je potpuno neverovatno. Ovdje treba sići dole. Baš ovo. U teritoriju Ćacija, vidite. A to tako funkcioniše, jebot. Pazi, 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 ovdje već ima jedan, jel? Što? Čekaj, zašto je meni igra dala ovo ako ovo ne mogu da koristim u ovakvim trenucima? O, znači ovo je meni sad totalno... Čemu onda buraz? Čemu jebut? Ali toliko malo im skida da je to strašno, evo. I sad ima 3 komada, kao šta? Totalan bullshit, ono.
možda ispadnem Assassin Stealth pa prođem skroz da me ne provala. To bi bio vrhunski bezobrazluk, ono, realno. Da, to je to. Fuck you. Ško burac stavi nešto da može da se roka, evo te, mi stavljaš ova 3 majmuna, a nemam oružje. Kontam da ih ima još ovdje. Opa! A sam ih iskulirao, brate, ko studenti Vučića, ono. Ček da vidimo gde smo, jebote lebaca, kume, stani. Cap, tu smo, znači s ovog platoa pičimo desno. Pa recimo ovde, pa tu dole i onda se valja uspeti. Ova ruta je baš onako, jedna od najvećih u igri, najdužih.
What the actual fuck, brate. Pazi, gdje smo došli, ono. Hvala, Nešo.
Ovako ja kroz Chicago u januaru.
Znači, čoveče, pazi, gdje smo došli, evo. The final push, samo preko... Samo. Trebalo bi da... Ovdje negdje. Au, brate. Tomber, hvala maturi za 45 mjeseci membershipa. Sutra se vidimo ko bude na ulici, tako da sutra popodne u 18 časova, a u 11 časova jutarnja kafa ovde. Sutra, čisto da ponovim. Gdje je ovaj baća? Aha.
Once again, Sam, I'm sorry we couldn't bring you straight here on the DHV Magellan.
Ma idi.
That was one hell of a trip. For my part, I'll have a crack at assessing several potential routes for your next main order. We can discuss them when we take a look at the map later on. As for the cargo, I'll let Charlie tell you all about it.
Sam, this is Charlie. Network infrastructure between the Southern Environmental Observatory and Terminal Fort Knott has been disabled for reasons unknown, though we strongly suspect Ghostmech's sabotage is to blame. To address this, we've decided to reroute network traffic through the F7 North Distribution Center. However, the distance is too great for us to establish a direct connection at this time. That being the case, we'll need to utilize the way stations situated between the two sites. The device required to activate them is stored at this facility. Collect it before embarking on your journey to the distribution center. You know what to do, Sam. We'll rendezvous on site later.
Dobro.
Excuse me. Nice to meet you. We've met before. You might remember. How's our mutual friend doing? Hartman and I have been working together to study water samples collected on the beach. My research prevents me from leaving this place. Allow me to review your order information. Well, look at what you have brought me. I didn't. I've made great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks. I am increasing the amount of materials you can use here. The schematic I've shared is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity, despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the...
Može. Baterija za odelo, za ovo hodanje. Ako se ne varam. Samo da vidimo. To je to. Network stabilizer.
Listen up, Sam. The F7 North Distribution Center is the shortest, most direct path would involve you cutting through the snowy mountains. A dangerous proposition to say the least. You might find zip lines, ladders, and other structures en route to make your life a little easier. But without those conveniences, you'll need to make that deadly trek the hard way. If you're still keen, make sure you pack all... Alternatively, you could forego the mountain route and circle round to take advantage of the roads to the east. Though if they're still in disrepair, or there aren't any bridges or other structures available, you'll need to come prepared to put in some work. Finally, heading west around the mountains would mean retracing your steps and going back the way you came. A fair few porters have already made use of that route since you paved the way. I imagine you'll find it easier going than the first time through. That route will also bring you close to the monorail. Get it up and running, and you can catch a ride too. Ultimately though, the route you take and the methods you utilize are entirely up to you. So take a moment to...
Order accepted. Thank you.
Pazi sad. Pazi sad ovo. Deliver network services to the F7 North Distribution Center. Čekaj. Morat ću da otkačim ovo sa vozila, smetam, što skuplja sve usput, jer to što skuplja, u stvari, samo da vidim, ima, dobro. Dakle, Sticky cannon. Remove. Ne! Jebem ti mater. Sticky cannon. Remove. Heavy machine gun, chiral, heavy machine gun. Cap, cap. To je prva stvar i druga. Izbaciti milijardu izgubljenih kargoa. Da bi moglo da se vidi na mapi prosto gde, šta je, kako je, zašto je. Jer ovo je ostalo pa kao kad se pojavi 1000 indikatora. Znači ovdje je North 7 Distribution Center. Samo da vidim. To je tu. I on meni reče ili kuda sam išao. Da. Bukvalno kuda sam išao. Tuda, pa onda smo išli ovuda pa gore, jel? Recimo ovako. Tako nešto je bilo. Ovdje su ga namjerno malo razvukli, malo više. Čisto da se čovjek zaželi neke akcije, nekih cutscenova i tako to. Tačno ta fora. Samo da vidimo šta kaže ovdje. Sad je sad, da li ići po dole ili možda je lakše. U stvari ne, dole su ovi ljigavci, jel? Dole su smrdljivci, samo da vidim da li može ovdje gore da se... Možda i može preseći. Imamo gume za sneg, tako da... Da, to je to, dobar plan. Dobar plan. Da ćemo da pređemo recimo ovdje. Ovako su i u prvom delu isto zabadali koske, ali ovdje ipak može brže da se prođe. U prvom delu je bilo ono baš hardcore tabananje. Mislim da je baterija ovdje najveći heroj od ovih misija. Baterija na vozilu koju smo maksimalno upgradeovali. Kad bi Tesla ovoliko držala, pazi ti ovo. Ima ovih fantoma, evo su ovdje desno. Vidio sam ovdje spust. Možda i nisam.
Cargo's in practically perfect condition. Unbelievable. I've been looking...
Quadruple rocket launcher. Zvuči dobro.
Really respect what you drawbridge folks. The situation here was pretty dire. It broke my heart ever since that I doubt these anomalies will get, but I just hope all the ghost mechs sighted in this region lately won't slow you down. So, to better prepare you for whatever he has planned, I've shared data for... Don't hesitate to use... Thanks.
Sam, the tar current's behaving strangely again. We're unable to rendezvous with you just yet. The conditions are similar to when we observed that tarfall phenomenon before.
This is Neil's doing, Sam. I'm sure we'll find him waiting for you beyond the tarfall. You need to confront him one last time.
Ja, ovaj boss, onaj što smo se, onaj sa njegovim komandosima, onaj što gori sve u vatri okolo naokolo, sećate se toga? Znači imamo sad fight sa njim praktično, to jest ne sad nego u narednom streamu u kojim ćemo da praktično završimo celu igru. Sutra 11 sati jutarnja kafa, a onda nedelja neki popodnevno večernji termin, neki 4-časovni, 5-časovni stream gde igramo finalni deo i završetak igre, znači završavamo sve u nedelju popodne. To je moj plan, nadam se da vam je to ok, tako da vidimo se sutra na jutarnjoj kafi u 11, a u nedelju popodne se vidimo u završnici Death Stranding 2 ovde na G kanalu, tako da hvala na pažnji drugari, bežim malo ranije, idem da odmaram, bocnite like, vidimo se sutra na kafici, prijatno večer.